Chapter 9, Introduction and Setup. The Family Integration System, FIS, is a systemized method designed to assist ACAs in resolving the unfinished business that they have with their families of origin. Every untreated ACA has fear, anger, hurt, and other painful emotions that are unresolved. Many also have difficulty in remembering their childhood. Most ACAs do not have a sense of what it was like to be children. They have missed this magical experience, and with this loss, the sense of wonder that is part of a healthy childhood. The FIS will assist the ACA in resolving the unresolved emotions, filling in the memory gaps, and recapturing the wonder of the magical child that dwells within. Letting go of the chains of the past and finding forgiveness for both themselves and their families is an integral part for the recovery process for ACAs. To do this, it takes many hours of work that is both painful and at times frightening. The question asked over and over by ACAs is it worth it? The only answer can come from within. In both my personal experience and in sharing the experiences of my clients, I can say, with confidence, yes, it is worth it. Those who work at their recovery do get better. The FIS has been an integral part of this recovery process for many ACAs. The FIS is a tool that helps the ACA focus on the recovery process. It is an instrument that can be used at any convenient time. When a person is in therapy, he or she generally sees the therapist once or twice a week. The same is generally true for attendance at ACA Al-Anon groups, which most ACAs attend once or twice a week. This leaves a lot of free time for ACAs to work on their issues. In fact, most of the recovery work done by ACAs is done outside of the therapist's office, and the most useful tool that I have found for this work is the FIS. The FIS is a personal journal that is structured in a way that will facilitate the recovery process. It is different from a diary, or most other written records about a person's life, in that the focus is resolving the conflict and the pain that is a direct result of growing up in an alcoholic family. It does this by providing an arena where conflict can safely be resolved. Setting up the FIS. The key to the effectiveness of the FIS is that it is divided into sections. Each section has a purpose, and the writer can add information, ideas, and feelings to a particular section whenever he or she feels the need. Because entries are made in different sections of the system and at different times, the most effective way to keep the system is in a loose-leaf notebook, preferably a 3-ring binder. This gives the flexibility of being able to add pages to different sections when needed. A bound journal with a fixed number of pages does not provide this option. Selection of the loose-leaf binder can be important. Select one that is both durable and pleasing to the eye. A lot of time will be spent writing in the FIS, and purchasing a high-quality binder in the beginning is helpful. Having an attractive cover is helpful to some folks. A dreary black cover may not be as inviting to use on a regular basis as a colorful one. One of the many ways that the FIS is more flexible than a diary is that it has different sections. The sections are separated by dividers. As with the loose-leaf cover, purchasing high-quality dividers in the beginning can remove the headache of the dividers tearing loose from the binder. Initially, we will use 11 dividers. Once the FIS has been used and the writer becomes familiar with it, he or she is encouraged to add his or her own sections as needed. Each divider will mark off a section. It is important that the sections in the FIS be put into the loose-leaf binder in the order given below. The sections that are used in the FIS are as follows. Number 1, daily log. Number 2, family tree. Number 3, family group information sheet. Number 4, family myths. Number 5, personal history. Number 6, the magical child. Number 7, family members. Number 8, influential persons. Number 9, affirmations. Number 10, spiritual reflections. Number 11, integration. Now we have before us a loose leaf book, hopefully pleasing to the eye and durable, inside of which there will be 11 sections. Each section will be separated by a divider entitled. The order of the sections will be as described above. This is the basic structure for the FIS. The information that will be put into the system is of a very personal nature. The thoughts and feelings about the family of origin and the effects that the family have had on the person using the FIS is a very private matter. Therefore, it is important to stress that anything that is written in this system is private information and need not be disclosed to anyone. The writer makes the decision as to whether this information is to be shared with anyone. This includes therapists. Most ACAs have never really had privacy, and they have a need to establish this. The FIS is a private document that is shared only if the writer wishes. The FIS is like a musical instrument. When it is practiced and used, the user becomes proficient. With the system, the writer will enter the inner landscapes of his or her being. From these inner dimensions, the hurts and pains of the past can be resolved and released. This is both painful and frightening. There is no way around this. The result, however, is the release of the chains that bind the ACA to the past, and the freedom and joy that are the birthright of each human being.